The Saipan is a little bit clearer because the current Saipan has up-tier planes but smaller waves. Alright? So when I look at the planes, we have only Tiny Tims. So we've got 6 planes in groups of 2, so that's 3 attacks, and there's 3 rockets each. So this is essentially midway planes. In fact, speaking of which, can I just throw in the tier 10s here and FAF? Yeah, FAF, Bearcat, Tiny Tims. Alright, there we go. So they're just the midway groups, but he's got 2 and 6, whereas the midways Tims are 3 and 12. Okay, so there you go. And no, I guess they're reasonably fast as well, and they got reasonable health. Torpedo bombers, again, these are like the midway ones. They have the important thing to look at here is the fact that they've got 2 torpedoes in the payload. Now they only do 6,467 damage. The midway's torpedo bombers do, it's a different plane, 5,367 damage with 2 torpedoes in payload. 3 in the attack run. Saipan only has 2 in the attack run, right? Yes. And then the dive bombers are... What, armor piercing? Maximum damage 11,200. It must be armor piercing. There's no fire chance on it, so yeah. No, wait, fire chance 64%, so actually it's HE. So it's got HE dive bombers, torpedo bombers that drop in 2s, and it's waves of 3 basically. You get a 2-2-2, so that means last gasp on this as a captain is actually quite good. The torpedo range is short, 470 arming, 3.5. So you'd probably want to take torpedo acceleration here because the torpedoes spread out. So you want to get like kind of as many of them as close as people to accurate as possible. And then the other thing that's interesting is there's 9 on deck, there's 9 on deck, and there's 9 on deck. So this is a CV that's going to have a huge benefit from the captain and the module that gives plus planes on deck if you lose them. So we'll get the return. And so this is like the opposite of the Kaga. You get very few planes on deck, but they're up-tiered. And I guess we'll go with torpedo launch. And sure, we'll go with torpedo health. And oh, I'm going to go flight control mod because that's +3 planes is pretty big in terms of reserves. Because the plane prep on these, check the plane prep out, is insanely high. This is with a 5% reduction already. It's 117 seconds, 143 seconds, 135 seconds. It's over 2 minutes per plane. Wow. So we're probably want to go with speed here. I mean, I don't air supremacy as well, but last gasp is also a good one. So first things first, I'll go with air supremacy. I think the torpedoes are so slow that I do want to take torpedo acceleration because I'm racing in, and then I'm obviously gonna want to get the health up and the armor because that's going to help. And I find the sight stabilization is very good as well. Now that leaves us with 6 points, so we could get 2, 2, and then 2. That's probably the way I'll go about it. At least for now, until I come up to better idea. The last gasp is good because the attack groups, they're in groups of 3 basically, like so 2-2-2, which means you zoom in, you attack once, you attack twice, and you get a full engine boost for the 3rd attack run. Because I don't think concealment would work in this, because the ship's hull itself is fairly stealthy, but the planes themselves have a base detectability of 10 kilometers, so you're going to get them down to 8 kilometers, but you're not dropping at 8 kilometers, you're dropping at basically either dive bombers right on top of you, rockets right next to you, or torpedo bombers close enough that it's irrelevant. The drop range is 2.8 kilometers, but you get 40 kilometer knot torps, so that's fine in my estimation. So I'd rather, considering how there was only 9, now we have 12 bombers each on the deck. Now you have to think of it in this lines, it was like 135 seconds or 140 seconds prep time. So you've just gotten yourself like 6 minutes of plane prep with like one module skill there. Anyway, Yuri, did you want to join up? Otherwise I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm going. So, if you're in a tier 8 and you go into tier 6 games and you're using tier 10 planes, I don't expect to lose a lot of them. But if you're a tier 8 using tier 10 planes and you're dragged into a tier 10 game, I'm just curious how effective it is. So this is a tier 7/8 game. So I mean, okay, it's average, alright? We have a player cruiser, and then everything else is just bots. Well, I'm eager to try out the torpedo bombers first because it's 2 torps, so I can basically drop 4 torpedoes, so 4 and 4 and 4. So it's still technically 12 torpedoes. Oh, sorry, in total. And if you think about the Kaga, the Kaga is dropping 12 torpedoes, but it's dropping it in waves of 4 that only does about 4,500 damage or something. This is doing about 6,700, and it's still 12 torps in total. But yeah, the prep time for these planes is indeed crazy. I mean, like, I've just taken off of these bombers, and I watched the prep timer down the bottom. 135 seconds to prep a new torpedo bomber. And that's with the full 10% additional help.
Engaging enemy.
The drop, yeah, it spreads out, so it's 1, 2, 3, so it's what, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Because you can see that there's 2 torps under the plane. Okay. And slight adjustments on the mouse really kind of spreads the whole kind of torp wave out, so you need to look at your target and then maybe dive in on it well in advance. Okay, so there's the Leon, right? So I'm actually going to go wide.
Taking fire.
Okay.
Taking fire.
There's another Leon. Well, that's not what I'm after. We're after this guy here. So I'm going to save some boost. No, I'm going to use... Well, I tell you what, the smaller plane wave is actually pretty good for dodging flak. But making the drop accurate is tricky. So I'm going to accelerate away. Oh, 2 torps, 9,000 damage, feels a bit better. I'm going to use the heal.
Engaging enemy.
Okay, just a slight turn though, and look at the spread.
Returning. We're under attack.
Although if he turns away, that it was a clean 4. Although I've got a bloody fighter chasing after me. Okay. So I can get maybe I've got 1 plane has prepped in that whole time 1 plane is regenerated.
Airborne.
Okay. So We have 6 Tiny Tims and a rocket strike. I guess we can go after superstructure of the battleship, or maybe we can go after cruiser New Orleans or something. I mean, I suppose I could try and hit a destroyer once.
Under attack. Engaging enemy. Fighter airborne. We're under attack.
Yeah, it was a bad drop. You knew that was on the nose. Things I'm not trying. I'm trying to totally not.
Engaging enemy. Taking fire. Returning to ship.
It's reasonable. All right, let's see. There's a player. Actually, you know what? I'm telling them to return, because if they die, which they probably would, maybe you can't be that wasteful. Maybe you have to be more conservative with the planes, especially the third wave, because it's beat up. Otherwise, you won't have any planes left over. So the Saipan only gets to use Tiny Tim rockets. So these are high explosive dive bombers now. I'm gonna try hit the Fiji, and then I'm gonna try hit the Leon after that. Ooh, hello.
Taking fire.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say get him before the smoke hits, but that's fine.
Fire. Engaging enemy. À tous les bâtiments. Cible stratégique repérée à cette position.
7,000, 4 bomb hits, 1 fire? Okay. Let's see what could happen if I try and get like a much higher drop, if I can. Not like last split second. I'm trying to dodge the flak as well. Okay, so up we go. And drop from maximum altitude.
Returning.
2 bombs, 1,000. And I'm going to tell those to return because I don't want to lose them. Alright. So I guess the important thing about the +3 module is it takes you from 9 to 12. It means you actually get 2 attacks. You get your first attack, and if you lose the entire first attack, you still get a second one. So that's pretty good. What do you think about the torpedo bomber heal switcheroo? Honestly, I'd rather have the choice. Why can't both have it or something?
Approaching target.
I mean, for me, who uses primarily torpedo bombers, I kind of like it. I'm trying not to get them.
Returning to ship. Taking fire.
Oh, don't tell me he goes in between them. Okay. I mean, that's pretty good. If you can catch a destroyer, it's powerful. Like, really powerful. Because it's like double torps, so like 12,000 damage right there.
Engaging enemy. We're under attack.
But, look at the panic effect here. I'm trying to get it in this way. I don't think I'll hit him, though. Yeah, it's... To get an accurate drop under AA fire at close range is just not happening. I'm going to kill my speed off. Can I? Now he's sailing probably in the wrong direction. Okay, so here's an accurate. And the DD I think is turning all the way around. Just to the left, just to the... Yeah, as soon as I start peeling more, I'm hoping these left side one will clip him. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do with Tim's. First things first, I'm going to zip over and put down a fire plane. Oh, he's actually bombing the knives now instead, never mind.
Fighter airborne.
Okay, so
Engaging enemy.
incoming rockets.
Taking fire. We're under attack. Returning.
Really? I felt like it was pretty good. Incapacitations only? Alright, you know what? It could just be the wrong type of targets. I'll go after the Helena, assuming I can make it. Looks like his capital plane has just landed. Right, and there's a New Orleans that's beat up there as well.
Enemy. Taking fire. Returning to ship.
5,000-ish for 3 rockets. It's not bad. We still have good health on our last wave, so we'll try and hit the New Orleans. I might have to hit it on the nose, because I'm losing health pretty quick.
Engaging enemy. Taking fire. Returning to ship.
Didn't really feel that great. I'm not really that engaged at the moment. I mean, it's like, Wargaming's like, here, you get some really nice torpedo bombers with 2 torpedoes each, but your drop reticle sucks for being accurate. So you have to aim like really far away. And then when you try and tweak your aim, it gets really wide and spread, so you can't have an accurate drop. And I'm like, but I want an accurate drop. Yeah. I mean, I understand it'd be quite powerful to have a super accurate drop with a super powerful attack. It's just, I think I favor accuracy over like. I mean, having the 4 torps is nice, but I can't drop that close and I can't drop that tight together. So So maybe I need to attack. See, I have to attack my attack run outside of 80 to make it work. Well, that's not going to work at 5 kilometers.
Engaging enemy.
Oh, and another thing is that when you attack your bombing run, jeez, oh man, the Japanese ones can turn on the dime. The American ones, absolutely not.
Taking fire. Returning to ship.
So the Japanese ones can turn like at 90 degrees. Like, look at that spread. Oh my god. Okay, let's try that one more time. I don't even think the planes will survive that much. And the thing is, if I come back at them now, right? So now I'm gonna approach. So it's very easy for him as the player to rotate back in, and I can turn in on him. Oh, never mind. I just lost all the planes, so medium range AA. Okay.
Airborne.
Let's try that again. Thing is, if I attack from a guy from further away so I get a clean, accurate run, he just turns and dodges. If I get really close, then it's a wide spread and I can't hit him. What happens if I just attack him like on the nose? Like just go from right head on. Kill my speed. Try and accurately. Come on, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Ignore trying to hit them with all 4. Just try and hit them with one group of 2. Like that. Okay, that actually might work. Stop trying to hit him with all 4 and just try and hit him with 2 of them. So that's a player. You'd think he'd be able to kill off the Helena here. So I'm going to just work on this right group here. Oh, never mind. So, New Orleans. Okay, I should go over to the Algerie.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Oh, come on, really? No, that's the one instance where having a long torpedo drop isn't actually working in my favor. Okay, hard turn right, hard turn right, hard turn right, kill the speed off, aim up, keep killing the speed off. Oh, and of course the bot turns in on me, that's fine. I'm going to aim with the right side. Okay, so I'm trying to get these 2 to connect. But if he keeps turning, he's going to dodge the whole thing. Maybe the player Algerie can hurt him though. Zip right. Oh, there we go. That's cool. Okay. Well, I'll tell these guys to return so I get, you know, full health again. We'll get a fresh wave of torpedo bombers. Let's see this. Okay, so I'm going to zip over to Algerie again, maybe give him a fresh set of bombers, because that's all the enemy carrier is going to be going after. And it looks like the enemy bots have gotten themselves beached. Okay, so that's a friendly catapult to deal with his torpedo bombers. Now let's go find the enemy battleships. Okay. Gneisenau having a hard time on the rocks, perhaps. So, turn in. Start the bombing run. It's not ideal because I have to turn into the nose. I'm going to kill the speed off. Come on, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Alright, I'm just going to focus on one side then. That's a guaranteed 2 torps I'm aiming for there, because even killing my speed off... Oh, okay, it's 3. It's not bad. But he's not moving. Okay, here we go again. Line up, 5 kilometer drop, tighten up the reticle, a little bit more to the left, no, tighten up. Oh, look at this panic, come on! Come on! Maybe that's all 4? I don't know, man. Okay, okay, so it's...
Maintaining present course.
Yeah, you're right. The spread is tighter than the pattern would suggest. So getting up close and broadside is probably enough. Even though it's kind of not as tight as it possibly can be, it's probably accurate enough. Is he flooding? No, he's healing. Okay, here we go. So long attack run. Here we go. I'm not gonna use the hand here. Just gonna aim with the mouse. Gentle movements. Gentle. Gentle. Wait, he's actually turning into me. I have to release, otherwise the torpedoes won't activate. So 2 of them might connect here. Okay, I'm gonna drop like super close like now. Like 3 kilometer drop. And even hard turnover. Come on, turn over, turn over, turn over, turn over. Okay, that's fine. And I'm just gonna make it with 2 to connect. Boom, so I'm just making the left side to connect. Yeah, he's gonna die. Extra on summon fire plane. I guess we can try and... Oh, we got the point lead? We don't have the point lead. Okay, so we need to... Well, how much time we got left? 5 minutes. Alright. I think I might... The thing is, I don't know if I want to dive bomb here. I probably want to go with Havars and just spam the King George, or maybe just torp him, because I feel like the torpedo bombers are the only realistic way to do high damage. Wait, where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh, I need to accelerate. I'm gonna miss this. Okay, here we go. Well, that felt like quite a large amount of damage, actually. Let's kill my rotate around, give me a bit more engine boost. Accelerate. Go forwards. Okay, use mouse aiming. Just mouse aiming. Accelerate. 10,000. Okay. Torpedo bombers. I don't actually have... Hold on, hold that thought. There we go. On summon fire planes. Oh, crying it loud. I should be okay, I think he's going to miss me. Alright, so we'll use some Tiny Tims on the King George here. And the reason I dropped the torpedo bombers is because he didn't have an on-summon fire, but the rockets did. Thing is, why do I use Tiny Tims when, like, the HE dive bombers are so effective? Is that him gone? I think that's him gone. Alright, let's go find the enemy carrier. Right, okay. We got the point lead there? We got the point lead. Right, okay.
Taking fire. Approaching target. We're under attack. Returning to ship.
No, 9,000 damage though. It's not bad. Right, I'll do TPs. Alright.
Fighter airborne.
I mean, I guess I'm more engaged with the Saipan than I am, say, the Enterprise. The Kaga, I'm not sure about. I think the weaker damage. I like the fact that it's got the Japanese bomb aiming, so that you can be accurate with it, and there's plenty of planes and all that nonsense. It just feels that. Right, hold on, I'm gonna get as close as I can because I'm only gonna do one wave drop here. Oof, my goodness. Okay. Let's do some rockets again. 4 torps, that's good. So 1 set of torp drop, and then, you know, forget the remaining bombers. In fact, did all of them die? Did all the I think all the returning planes died. Okay. As the hope was that I could do 1 drop and then just return them and not lose any of them.
We're under attack. Engaging enemy.
Oh my goodness, look at this, flying straight into his flak. He's absolutely...
Returning to ship.
That's it. Hard to say.
Enemy aircraft carrier.
That's difficult to say. I don't know how to use it, and carrier gameplay is rough. There's a lot of theory crafting that can go on here to make these work. Like 2,300 base against mostly bots, 167,000 damage, again mostly against bots. Different playstyle. You have to protect your planes. You can't just, like Kaga, you don't give a crap. You just sacrifice, and dump bomb after bomb after bomb. I even got karma. The Saipan's different. Saipan, you want to be conservative. You know, 1 drop, 2 drop. If you've got a 3rd wave, you're going to lose the planes, save them, and return them.